Hello, I'm here. I'm very excited to play some more 999. I was the last time I played, I was like, we should play this on Friday, right? Today's Saturday. And then I stayed up on Thursday night and I was really tired on Friday. I was like, oh, I should just do it on Saturday like I originally planned. But then I stayed up late last night too. We're still gonna play it, but I will be a bit tired. Hey Thomas, how are you? This game is so loud. Okay, yes, bottom deck study. Please, I am ready to
All right, this
figure
is the
out
next.
what the fuck is happening.
Oh, the door.
Did that just close on its own?
Oh my god, no way.
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's see.
Why do we want to go back? Long time no
Damn
see?
it.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another
Wow,
door
this place
over on
is
the right. There's a
stuffed
card
with
reader next to it.
things.
It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
Wow, no
Well,
way.
yeah, that might work, but
Mr. Big Brain over
Hey!
here.
Wait a minute.
What?
Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Maybe.
Oh man.
looks
Oh,
that way.
wow. There's like mannequin pieces and stuff from all the other puzzles and things.
No way.
For real?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer. I rather doubt that, however. So it would be wise to start
Two
looking.
birds with one stone. We get to sit down and chill, and we also get to die. Perfect.
We haven't much time. Let's find that key card.
All right.
Oh, and the Neptune key as well.
School has been stressful. Oh, yeah, I bet. You're still in high school, right?
We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right then, let's begin.
High school can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes. Especially if you do extracurriculars. Seek a way out. Okay, let's go. Oh gosh, there's so much stuff in this room. Okay. There are piles of crap everywhere. Man, this place is a mess. It's so messy. I don't know where to start. Some of this crap looks familiar. I think a lot of these are parts of the puzzles we've solved in the other rooms. Yeah. If that's true, then this room could be Zero's laboratory. Perhaps Zero would shut himself in this room to devise the machines and puzzles he'd need to see his plan come to fruition. Interesting. I mean, I was kind of thinking that when it first showed the room. I want to buy a bike though, so I want to find a job too. I mean, it's up to you, but if you're already stressed with school, getting a job is just going to make it a lot worse. Map? What is this? Hey, Junpei, isn't this a nautical table? I feel like I've seen this before. The file screen. That's like the one that we used in that other puzzle, right? Yeah, it's this one, but it's different? Study nautical table. Was found on the drafting table. The faded line on the right edge must be connected to the line on the left edge. Yes, because the actual world is not a flat piece of paper. Wait, is there anything else? Okay. Button, stuff on the floor, chair. I see that. Thank you, Clover. There's some old computer monitors on this desk. You don't see CRT monitors that much anymore. Okay, what about... This wall is interesting. 5K for the bike license and mods and 700 for the riding gear. Oh, do you mean a motorcycle? Because I was thinking you meant like a bicycle. There's a control panel in front of the big screen here. Wonder if any of these buttons do anything. something on the screen now. 15 cells here with numbers and letters in them. Let me see that. Oh, I see. So whenever you touch a cell, the ones next to it turn on or off. You just gotta use that to make the all cells on the right and the bottom green. Really? Hey, Junpei, I found this piece of paper under that thing. You want to take a look at it? Do you think this might have something to do with the puzzle? There are a bunch of numbers and letters connected by equals signs on it. Just like she said, this is probably related to the puzzle on the screen somehow. Looks like I just need to make all of the cells all green. Okay. Wait, what paper? Oh, jeez. Goodness. So what is A? A is 10, D is 13. Okay. F is 15. Okay. I feel like it might be easier just to mess with it until it works. Do I actually have to do this? My parents don't want to buy it for me. Aw. I mean, my parents wouldn't have bought me a motorcycle when I was 15 either. It's time for the fun puzzles. Ah, jeez. So I got A and L. L is 21. So is it all three of these? So this one needs all three. Oh, jeez. That one doesn't need all three? Wait, what's 9, B, and C? 9 plus 11. L is 21. 9 plus 11 plus 12. Oh, so I need not B? Wait, what is it? Oh, not B. Okay, Aha! I did it! You're so smart! You seem to have done an excellent job and solved the puzzle. Just what I would have expected of you, Junpei. They can, but because 35 years ago some drunk dude hit my grandpa on a bike, they don't want to buy it. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying, is like my parents wouldn't have done it either. Even though my dad has a motorcycle, my mom like doesn't want me to have one. Sasuga Junpei. I'm so good at this game. Monitors. There are 4 indentations. I wonder if I'm supposed to put something into them. Keyboard. Nothing. Power's on. There's nothing on any of the screens. Mouse. Okay. So I've got shield-shaped indentations. What is this? The monitor is part of this machine. It's really dim though. It's got a map of the world on it, but I can barely see it. Junpei, it looks like there's a compass on there. I guess you weren't there, Clover, but I solved a puzzle like this one in the wheelhouse. I think I just need to do the same thing here. The important part is this nautical table we just found. I just have to match up the directions on the compass with the lines on the nautical table. I used the steering wheel in the wheelhouse, but this time I think I'm going to use the wheel attached to the side here. Show me, now! This looks like it probably works the same way the steering wheel in the wheelhouse did. If I just touch the direction I want it to turn to, the compass will turn in that direction. I'm betting something will happen if I do it right. Ah, okay, so you have to do the same thing, but it doesn't tell you. Okay, so south first. Very interesting. South, and then west. And then southeast. This way. And then northeast. East. North. East. Yay! You did it! Wait, I'm not a dog. What are you talking about? Hey, we don't have time for screwing around right now. Check out the right side of the monitor. Oh, there's one of these shield things is here. You know that big box in the hall by the exit? I think it made a noise. Like something unlocking, you know? The box in the hall by the exit? No, actually. Metal plate shaped like a shield. There's a symbol that looks like a steering wheel engraved on it. Box by the hall? I don't know what the fuck is... I don't know what she's talking about. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here. Hello. 3 sheets of paper. Where is it? Oh, Morse code charts? It was found on the steel shelf in the small cluttered room. It has a Morse code key for the letters A to I. The short mark is called DIT and made by tapping the button. The long mark is called DA and made by holding the button down. This one's J to R. This one's S to Z. Okay. So, anything else? There's this side of the room. Piles of crap everywhere. This is a pretty impressive mess. If we try and search every one of these, we're gonna be at it till the cows come home. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. We won't have to go bring them in ourselves then. Don't you get smart with me, kid. Okay, wait, what's up with these? These monitors hang down from the ceiling. Each screen shows a room on the ship. Okay, what about... I feel like... Oh, yes. I missed this. There's a cross engraved on it. Okay, and then there's one more thing that I missed. What's this? There's a piece of paper in here. Not sure without taking a closer look, but I think it might be a clue. This is for a puzzle we already solved. Oh, is it? A whole buttload of drawers? The stuff I'd do to get that bike in the next 6 months. Yeah, motorcycles are really cool. I wish I had one, but I'm kind of too lazy to save up. Actually, I guess I wouldn't even need to save up. I could probably just get one, but there's 4 of these? I only have 2 of the shields. What is this? The metal shutter looks pretty sturdy. It's framed with black and yellow warning stripes. Oh, holy shit! That's pretty damn creepy. There's a coffin in there. Does Seven think? Yeah, he's all pale. He's thinking the same thing I am. No way. Could this be? Sorry, but what's going on? It's a coffin. I wonder if there's a vampire in it. I don't think so. Can't bring myself to tell them. There's a metal plaque. Snake's touching it. All ice. Ah, the 2 machines. Holy shit. Man, this is serious. Let's open it, shall we? Clover, if you could give me a hand. Alright, if you want to. Doesn't seem to be ready to open. It's not like it's screwed shut or something. Yes, I believe it's locked in some other way. Hey, Seven, do you think you could open it up with your superhuman strength? No, I... What's wrong? I think I'll just pass on this one, okay? What the heck? Very well, we'll just have to give up on the coffin for now. Let's look around the room a little more. Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic. Is that actually true? Anything else? Spooky. I mean, this is a small room in the navel of, or below the navel of the gigantic or whatever. Ventilation fans. There are metal bars over the openings. We can't go through them. What am I missing? I'm missing 2 puzzles somehow. This thick metal door is blocking our way out. It's locked and I can't get it to open. The side of the machine. The rust makes it feel rough. Oh, that just leads me to that. I feel like I've looked at most things. What is this? I can't interact with this. A pipe. Wow. There's multiple of them, in fact. A pipe. It's running into this box over here. Oh, that one? Oh, that's kind of spooky. What is this? I can't interact with that. That's a pipe. There's a cabinet underneath it. Ventilation fans. There's nothing here. There's a calculator. I already have a calculator. Drafting table. I don't know what I'm missing. I feel like I've interacted with everything I can find. Unless... Huh. It's pretty obvious how we're supposed to open it. What's Snake doing? I feel symbols engraved just above each indentation. On the upper left is the steering wheel symbol. On the upper right, the cross symbol. On the bottom left, the mysterious circle symbol. And lastly, the waffle pattern is engraved near the bottom right indentation. Additionally, each symbol seems to have been given a number. 1 steering wheel, 2 cross, 3 mysterious circle, and 4 waffle patterns. Perhaps we need to insert the emblems in this order? Huh, okay. Oh? Now we've got something on the monitors at least. A puzzle, who could have guessed? When you touch a numbered area, that area will be selected and it will turn blue to indicate this. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause the ball to be moved to that area. However, you cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls into a single area. Press the check button once you have moved all the balls except for the red ones, which you cannot move. The digital root of the balls in an area must match the number for that area. Oh, interesting. No, I get it. Junpei, you're dumb. I got it. Okay, so I need a 6 and a 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Because 9 doesn't affect the digital root. Okay. 6 and 3. So 6 could be 8 and 7 and 1. And then 6 plus 5 is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That doesn't work. So 6 could be... 6 could be 6. 6 could be 5 and 1. Wait, did I say 6 could be 7 and 1? Am I dumb? No, I said whatever. I said 8 and 7 and 1. Okay, so 6 could be 5 and 1. So then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That doesn't work either. Okay, so How are you supposed to do this? Like, is this just what you do? This is just math. It's not even a puzzle. It's just what adds up to this. 6 could be 1, 2, and 3. So 9, 15, plus 7 is 22. Wait, was it 11? Math is a puzzle? I mean, for me, it's a puzzle, I guess, but it just seems a little... I don't know, it doesn't really seem like a puzzle to me. It's not like, use your brain to figure out what works. It's use a calculator or your brain to add numbers together. And then you have to find a specific combination of numbers, but you do that by randomly guessing. Unless you're just massive brain, I guess, and you can figure it out without even trying. But then it's not much of a puzzle either. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 is 6. So hang on, I can reset it. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 is 9, 11, 18, plus 2 is 20, plus 6 is 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. It's not that. What about... 5, 10, 16? No, it would be 15, wouldn't it? 15 is 6. So 6, 12, 13 plus 8 is... I think that works, doesn't it? That's 21. Oops. Wait. Math! Nothing's happening. There's still 3 more indentations left empty. I imagine something will happen when they're all filled. Doesn't that seem likely? Okay. We'll put this one in, I guess. Junpei, something just showed up on the screen. This puzzle sure looks a lot like the last one. There's more of the red balls. Okay. Picture's worth 1,000 words. What? What? Huh? Words? Isn't that a picture is worth 1,000 words? Hey, shut it. At least I'm trying, alright? Junpei is some kind of stupid. 1 and 7. Oh, God. And then after this, I still have to find 2 more of them. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10 is the only one that really fits for 1, isn't it? Because I can't do 12 through 19. Yeah, so the 1 has to be 10. I feel like this one's easier. You just have to figure out the right combination of 10. So 7 and 3. 6, 12, 17, plus 8 is 25. Oops. No? Wait, am I... Hang on. 6, 12, 17... 17 plus 8. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's 25. Am I dumb? 6, 12, 5, 6, 7, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Huh? I don't understand. isn't this just like... It's just like the doors. The right is not 7, is it not? Am I dumb? 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 6 is 12, plus 5 is 17, and 17 plus 8 is 25, and 2 plus 5 is 7. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. How is it not 7? Oh well, whatever. So it's a different combination that equals 10. Which would be these 3. Do you have to use at least 3 each? Maybe that's it. Does this work? Okay. There's only 2 left now. You can do it. Yeah, I guess since it is like the doors, because don't you have to have 3 people go into the doors? Alright. What is this? If I turn it upside down, it looks like a robot with its eyes popped out. Aw, cute. Now I really don't know what to do. Because I was hoping that that would do something for me. There's drawers, there's this. Light that's attached to the drafting table. It's got this little metal arm that holds it up. Ruler. Okay. Can't interact with this. There's a pipe. There's a cabinet under the pipe. Is there anything else in here? There's a buttload of drawers. Is there anything else here? Okay, I guess not. Wait, didn't they say something about the box near the entrance? What box? I can't turn anymore to the right. Unless they meant this one? Can I do anything with this now? Oops, I didn't mean to click on it again. I don't know what to do. Pile of junk. I can't even, like, investigate it. Monitors. Fluorescent bulbs fill the room with harsh white light. The pipe. Quick question. Am I stupid? Do not answer if the answer is yes. What have I not clicked on? Is there something else in here? No? Cords. There's this thing down here. There's that, which is just the other side of this. There's vents. More cords. There's a pipe over here. Is there something else here? Nothing happens. Oh, there's a model ship over there. That's the door we came through. It's locked now. We can't open it. There's one screen I haven't checked yet. Oh. Oh, whoa, what's this? I saw something like this when I figured out that Morse code puzzle back in the communications office. The dots on here look like dits for Morse code. There's 2 dots on the first line, 4 on the second, and 1 on the last. Ah, I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, perhaps you should give it a shot anyway. Maybe I ought to run through the instructions. Okay. It'll automatically determine if it was the correct answer or not. I can also switch through the code sheets I've got by touching the 3 icons over on the right. What am I supposed to... I don't know what... Okay, well... Have you figured out what you're supposed to enter here, Junpei? Looks like the word that's supposed to go here has 3 letters. It's got 3 lines, and I think each line is 1 letter. Perhaps the letters you need are made up of 2 symbols, 4 symbols, and 1 symbol, respectively. What? One line has 2 spaces, the next 4, and the last only a single space. Set of 2, a set of 4, and then a set of 1. Wow, hi Vig, thank you. Thank you for the penny, I appreciate it. How are you doing on this fine Saturday afternoon? Is it afternoon for you? Yeah, it is, technically. Okay, so it's 3, wait, was it 2, 4, was it 2, 4, and 3? Wait. All? I had to make those letters green. Oh, is it ice for this one, maybe? Alright, it must be. Thanks, Snake. Thanks, game. Okay, I... C... E. I'm very tired, I just woke up. Ah, typical gamer hours, I see. I woke up at 1 my time, too. How did you know? All I had to do was listen to the sounds the machine made. After that, it was a trivial matter to decode them. Ah, yes, of course. Trivial for one such as me, the super cool Snake. Yes, now I have this weird circle thing. Perhaps the coffin is unlocked now. Oh god. Really? What is this? It looks like a roulette table. Metal plate shaped like a shield. It has some sort of weird pattern engraved onto it. Considering where I found it, it's probably a code. Huh. Okay. Let me put that here, I guess. Alright, same puzzle. Run it back. If you can't think of anything clever, please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. The screen is kind of easy to miss because you might assume it's just the one with the grid puzzle. Yeah. It was weird. I thought I already looked at it or something. Well, this is the same as the last one, except I can't use 3 now. So it's still easy, right? Oh, no, it's 7 and 7. Okay, never mind. I'm blind. I actually am only wearing one of my contacts today because I put the right contact in my eye. I got a new pair of contacts and I put the right one in and I was like, this hurts. What the fuck? And I looked at it and like, honestly, I think the company that made my contacts like messed up the right ones because I swear every time I get a new pair of contacts, the right one hurts a lot. And I looked at it really closely today. And you know how it's supposed to be like a perfect half sphere? Maybe not half, maybe like a third of a sphere. But like, you know, when you hold it on your finger and you look at it from the side, you know, it's supposed to be a straight line across the top if you line it up. But it wasn't. Because when I looked at it, there was one piece that was like sticking out and weirdly shaped. So I feel like they fucked up my contacts. Maybe that's why I've been having an issue where every time I put them in, they hurt because that's not supposed to happen. Or like every time I put them in for the first time or two, they hurt. But then I guess after that, the weird shape like becomes what it's supposed to be because it molds to my eye or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about contacts. I think after I run out of my contacts this time though, I might not get more because it's just a pain in the ass, and it's expensive. I would rather either wear my glasses and have scuffed glasses tracking, or maybe just not wear my glasses and barely be able to see. But for some games, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, anyways, 7. So I need 3 things that add up to 7. So, like 16. There's probably 2 16s, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 8, 10, 16. Oops. And then 4, 5, and 7? Does that work? I don't think that works. It does work. Yay, math. We've only got one left. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, sir. Okay, right. So yeah, so this one is different. All right, got it. Hello. Moshi moshi. Coffin. Arisu. Holy shit, this is a coffin. There's gonna be something horrible in here. I just know it. Okay, okay. Deep breaths. Whoops, I dropped my thing I was messing with. Here we go. Nothing. Ha 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 ha. Oh man, there's nobody in there. Can't believe I was scared of something like that. Oh, there's the thing that we need. What do you mean nobody? Were you expecting someone to be in there? It's a long story. Ask Junpei about it sometime. What? It's not my story. You're the one who told it to me. You say it. Two somethings? Oh, a key. Looks like we've got a plate with an emblem on it and the Neptune key. Now we can get through the hallway. Yay, I don't remember which hallway we're talking about. Alright, I don't think we'll use the Neptune key in this room. I'll keep it in my pocket. Coffin. Oh, you know, that's not what I would call a coffin, especially if I couldn't see it and I was just feeling an engraving of it. I wouldn't call that a coffin. It's like a weird diamond. It has a sort of crosshatch pattern on it, like a waffle. Huh, okay. Oh, but Snake did say it looked like a waffle, didn't he? The coffin emblem because the pattern is the same as the coffin? Okay, yeah, I guess. For a second, I thought that it was called the coffin because, like, that was what the symbol was. But then I remembered that Snake said it was like a waffle. I was like, oh. This puzzle looks a lot like the last couple. Probably the last one. Wow, no way. Who could have guessed? It's like somehow easier when they take away more numbers. Okay, so 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, there's only 5, so you don't have to have 3 of them in a thing? Huh. Okay, how about 8, 16, 15, 16, 17, and then 9. No? Because there's only 2 in the right one. I can't use that number. Wait, I don't understand. Don't you have to have 3 to 5? But I can't have 3 to 5. Wait, what? The rules are displayed on the screen. Which one? When you touch a numbered area, the area will be selected and it will turn blue. Touching a ball will cause it to move to that area. You cannot move the red balls. 3 to 5 into a single area. The digital root of the balls in an area must match the number for that area. Oops. But that's impossible for this one. There's only 5 total. What? Oh. Huh. But... Well, I guess it said you could only have 3 to 5 balls. That didn't say anything about having none. Alright, whatever. I did it! Yay! Yoink!
A picture?
Oh, picture.
What the?
It's him, and him, and him, and him. Wow, no way.
What the hell is this? This man with a
This
mustache
guy's got a giant
on the right.
hand. It's the
He's
captain.
the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters.
Mhm.
He had the Zero bracelet on his left arm. And the second man, with the glasses and a doctor's coat.
It's number 9.
He's the ninth man. The one
That
with bracelet
guy
number 9.
exploded.
He died after he went into door 5.
Uh-huh.
But this guy, the one in the striped suit,
It's what's his name? I thought his name was cool.
Oh man, that's Ace.
Yeah, I forget his actual name.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
but what does it mean?
This reveal
What
would
is
have worked
Ace
so much
doing
better
in
if
this
they
picture?
actually censored these characters and Snake was talking about them earlier. Yeah, because I already realized that.
Not only Ace, the ninth man and Cap too.
Yeah, and Snake's double.
And they look happy, like they knew each other well.
I mean, people can look happy for a picture for any reason, but okay, whatever.
How? How in the world are these 4 men connected?
You say Ace is in that picture?
Hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently though. Ace, the ninth man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah,
Ah, so the ninth man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it.
Yes, I know you can't see it, Snake.
No, there's one more
You
guy.
can't see anything, actually.
He's got kind of long hair. He looks smart, but a little cold.
Does he look smart?
He's
He
the
looks
only
kind of
one
like
I don't
a
recognize.
anime villain.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
Back.
Yes, the reverse.
Yes, why would you
The
not
other
look on the
side.
back of it?
Huh.
It might have a note or something.
Praying for the success
Dude.
of the Nonary project.
I'm so good at this game.
With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido.
Musashido.
Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary game 9 years ago.
Yes. You calling anime villains dumb? I mean, they usually kind of are,
That
aren't
means
they?
Ace, the ninth man, and Cap were all
Junpei being so
responsible for
baffled at the
making it
concept that a
happen.
piece of paper could have 2 sides is hilarious. I know, like, I feel like that's such a natural thing to do when you pick up a photograph and you look at the back.
But
Sometimes the back has the date written on it and stuff, because they don't want to mess with the picture.
I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be.
This should have a D on the end of it.
Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. But
But,
why? Why am I so calm?
because you already knew this,
It's
I
like
guess.
already knew.
Yeah. So I guess all of the children probably forgot, right?
Ah, of course. I understand now. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Yes. He was. Is he dead in this timeline? I can't remember.
He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
Ah, yeah, Gentaro Hongo. What a cool name.
Ace is the Hongo?
Yes.
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you.
This timeline, Santa took Lotus, Lotus Ace and June hostage? Oh, okay. Hongo is actually a sick name. Yeah, it's cool.
Zero made it quite clear what would have happened
Gentaro
if I did.
Hongo.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yeah. Wait, how did you not know that?
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have.
He was on the ship? Wait, was Snake on the ship or was Snake in the building? I can't remember.
9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada,
Ah,
but Hongo was
Snake
in
was on the
Gigantic
ship.
with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you.
there's cameras everywhere. You can't be too
But
careful.
if I told you, Clover, you would have told everyone else.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago.
But you weren't supposed to,
I
right?
had to prevent that.
Yeah.
Hey, Junpei. You think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashiro. Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashiro.
Yes.
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashiro.
Yes.
Hey, Seven, do you?
You good, buddy?
Shut it. Just be quiet.
Just realized I played this in high school. Wait, really, Vig? That's cool.
I'm this close to remembering.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This
Excuse me.
close.
Sorry, sir. He really sounds like he enjoys saying Nijisaki. I mean, Nijisaki is a cool name, too.
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashiro.
Nijisaki. Musashiro.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nonary Project. Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
Ah?
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Wow. How
Everything?
convenient.
Yeah.
It had a
I
mobile
remember
app?
all of
Oh,
it.
really?
My memory's back.
That's cool. Like Danganronpa, I guess. Doesn't Danganronpa have a mobile version, too?
I remember what happened before I got snatched.
Snatched.
What?
Let me tell
Girl,
you what
my
happened.
nails are snatched, too.
Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo
Yes.
from the right. The other three are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota.
Yes.
Musashido was the
God,
man with the
why
cash.
does this guy look like a frog?
Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man, and Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
Okay.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
Did a book report on this on Reddit during my English classes? Really? You were allowed to do a book report on something like this? That's cool. There's an iOS novel-only thing a while back, just reading. No puzzles, even had an exclusive extra ending. Oh, that's neat.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you
Kinda
knew
sad
all
it
this
doesn't have the
stuff in
puzzles, though,
first
'cause the
place
puzzles are
before you
fun.
forgot it.
You really want to know?
He forgore.
Of course.
Me too.
Me too.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
We don't really have that kind of time.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version, all right?
Short version, huh?
Yes.
All right, fine. Give it a shot. No promises, though.
Why? Snake is so weird about telling stories. He's like, I don't know if I can remember anything about this. And then he proceeds to tell a very comprehensive story of an event
I'm a
that
detective.
happened. Yes, you are a detective.
It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type. I hold to my own code, as I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told.
Seven has kind of a cool voice, I think.
That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lead brought me to the wharf.
Ah, wharf is a cool word.
It was 9 years ago. The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat. I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children.
Mm-hmm. So there were 18 of them, right?
It all had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital.
We know this.
Management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. My investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings.
Yeah, Seven's voice is great. I've been so jealous of like people's voices recently because I like my voice, but like I hear guys with cool voices talk and I'm like, man, I wish my voice was cool.
After a little sweet talk,
My voice isn't
I managed
cool.
to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Mm-hmm.
So I headed to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There's a bunch of movement.
Onto the gigantic.
Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags.
Why would they transport them like this? That's terrifying.
Bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized
Edward
it.
Bosco? Ah,
I
cool.
came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
I'm not very good with like voice actor names, so it doesn't sound
Don't
familiar.
move. I felt
But I would
metal
imagine he's
touch the
done
back
other
of my
stuff.
head.
He did a good job with this game.
I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too. Just tie an anchor to your feet, and no one would find you for a week. Like what you
Spooky.
want. The fish here would love a meal.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly,
Wow.
there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle.
Onto the ship he goes.
That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that.
And then he
woke
woke
up
up
on a
on a
hard
ship
floor.
in a cell.
Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. I did a quick once-over of the room. Where am I? A
I know this
small,
part.
shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy.
There's privacy. There's a
I'd
wall.
seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but it won't open.
Ah, gee, I wonder
Not like I
why.
expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it.
All right, go
I
on.
gave
Get to
up
the
and
part
made
where
my
you
way
pull the
back to
grate
the
off
bed.
the wall.
And sat down. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far
That's
away,
completely incomprehensible
understand
without
what
the
it was saying.
subtitle.
but I could hear one.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
pretty
really?
high, probably a little kid.
It's 9, is it?
Huh? No, it was several.
Ew, children.
I hear 5 or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from?
There are 9 of
I
them.
pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over.
Yes.
There it was. The bed had hidden an air vent.
After this, I want to know what
The
happens
whole
after
wall
this.
was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit. But I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from.
Seven's Japanese VA voices one of the characters from AI who's completely different. Ah, wow, that's fun. Voice acting. I always think that's cool. How voice actors can do completely different characters.
Hold on. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's the ship.
Am I on that ship?
Yes.
It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
Why do they show the toilet while this is happening?
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch?
You really showed that
I
great.
finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside. The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly.
This is new.
It wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands
That's
and knees.
terrifying. I wouldn't like crawling in something I could barely fit through.
I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long
Go
enough to start wondering where it'd take me,
Go on.
a massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut.
Huh.
Then there was a voice.
Oh, shit. "18 minutes? Is that how long it took the incinerator now? I thought it only took like 9 minutes or something.
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news.
I mean, you're not in an incinerator.
Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young sounding voices.
No! Help me! Either Seven is very flexible or that vent is much larger than it looks. Always impressed a mountain of a man like him can fit even slowly. The incinerator announcer was in English in the original Japanese as well, which makes some of the confusion some people have, like Seven there, make a bit more sense. Ah, interesting.
A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror, and all the sounds together made a howl.
That does make a little bit more
Stand
sense.
straight up.
Like if I
Damn
woke
it.
up in some random
What the hell's
place and
going
there
on
was an
here?
announcement in Japanese and I could
scrambled to
only
the duct as
understand
fast as
the
I could.
word like, I don't
Tried
know,
practically, but I didn't care at that point.
danger, I'd be like, uh-oh.
I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges. What the hell is this place?
What is it?
I couldn't believe
Oh,
what
that's
I
right.
saw.
Yeah, it's the,
The room had a dome up top, and there had to be about 9 walls, all the same size. Up in
which
the
room is
ceiling
it?
was
It
an
looks
upside-down
familiar.
funnel. Almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were. The kids
it's
I'd been
them.
searching
Oh my
for.
god.
They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent, for the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both.
Wait, is this room the
Not like I
incinerator?
can blame
Is that what those
them.
things on the
Like
wall
this,
are?
already scared shitless.
About 9 walls.
I
Of course,
snorted
the
in my
incinerator is a
indignance and
nonagon. What
turned
else
to
would
the
it be? Yeah. That's my favorite
Don't
shape
worry,
of
kids, I'm
room.
not
There
your
should be
enemy.
more of them like
One of the
that.
good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one.
Hajime, how many sides
He
are
was
in a
boy, slightly
nonagon?
older than the others.
Wait,
wearing school
that's...
uniform.
Who the hell are you?
He
That's...
stepped forward and glared at me, suspicious.
Santa. Yes?
I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Yeah, that is him.
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Oh, jeez.
Burned to death.
Yep,
Can't
this
you
is
hear
the
it?
incinerator,
That voice said the
baby.
incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
Uh-oh.
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Oh, we've got
They
time.
only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids.
Could
So they
they
did 20
maybe
or 30
go
feet to
up
the floor.
there? 20 or 30 feet to the
No way I
floor.
could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach.
Hmm.
What the hell was I gonna do? But then I
Uh,
got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, you could make like a rope
What?
out of the sheets from the bed, maybe.
Where is he going?
Bye, children. Don't burn to death.
He was here.
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I try to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond.
The girl in
There wasn't
the
time.
under the text box in the pink.
I had to hurry.
Is that June?
Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and
Akane?
knees.
Akane?
Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room.
The sheets.
When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator. Then,
Gotta hope those kids aren't very
sorry to keep
heavy.
you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me.
Wait, rope?
Back in the cell,
Oh,
I tore
yeah.
the bed sheets into strips.
Ah, ha,
tied
ha,
them
ha.
together with the rope.
I am so
Sloppy,
big
but it
brain.
got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Wait a sec.
What?
Something was off.
There's only 4 of
There were
them.
more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the
Dude,
only
I don't know if
people who
now's
can
the
go
time
through
to
the
be
numbered door.
arguing about the semantics of the door.
He was in the middle of explaining.
Incinerator activated in 30 seconds.
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit from the voice bouncing around.
You guys better move your butts.
Wait, all right? Just get us out of here.
Right! Grabbed onto the rope. First one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie.
The one with the ponytail looks a lot like Lotus,
The boy in a
right?
jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform was the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself.
That must be a big ass air duct.
He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me,
Huh?
we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it.
Huh?
On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
Uh-oh.
God damn it!
What's
going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
I always find it interesting that the red necktie is what Seven
door
latches
opened.
onto for
A
the
man
girl. I'd
stepped
probably
in
call her
looking
pink
half
sweater.
mad with fury.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gentaro Hongo, the
Gentaro
CEO of Cradle
Hongo.
Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope.
Uh-oh.
Yeah!
No,
Like
the
he was an
experiment.
He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know.
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
Uh-oh, Lokira
15,
Rorikstead is angry.
10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
No!
Hongo had lost it.
My master plan.
It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster.
Yeesh.
I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking fucking bastard! You won't get away with
Hi,
this!
that's me.
How dare you compromise this experiment?
Uh-oh. Not allowed to incinerate children. Incineration will begin
Incineration will begin in
in 1 minute. Ah.
Hey,
It
old
was
man!
like he was an anime
What the hell are you doing?
villain.
Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention.
Ace really mellowed with age. Yeah,
I may
he...
have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door
I
behind
mean, I
me.
guess 10 years is a long time.
I went to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead.
Ah.
After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Bernie nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out to a narrow hallway.
Hmm.
There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door.
Okay.
The one on the right was familiar.
Ah.
It had black and yellow stripes. A device
Oh,
next
it
to
just came out on
wall.
the other side of the number 9 door.
A plate on it read, Incinerator.
Did it?
Incinerator?
Yeah,
Incinerator.
that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Huh.
Wait, what? If he's still in there,
Yeah, that's not good.
Kind of weird Ace isn't more freaked out by being
That
dragged
meant
into this no-nary game.
we gotta get out of
Yeah.
here. Go to the other door, hurry!
That is kind of weird, isn't it?
The kids started running, and I was close on their heels.
I mean, I guess he's probably pretty smart and he figured out what was happening, but,
On the other side of the door
Even
was a
then.
large spiral staircase.
like, there's a very real possibility
Run!
that you die in
Didn't
here.
need to tell them twice. Up,
Maybe
up,
he
and
thought
up.
that since he knew what was going
Down
on,
the steps,
he was
up,
like
up,
invincible,
fast.
so he wasn't worried.
Went round and round and round. The devil was on our tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings.
Run, bitch,
before
run.
the
Oh my god, it's
uniform
Snake.
spoke.
So it's Snake Santa, kind of June lookalike, not sure,
Something's up.
and
Akane's not catching up to us.
yeah, Akane, and
Akane?
My
one of
kid
Lotus's
sister.
kids.
The girl with the red necktie.
Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Maybe we outran her.
Wearing a uniform skidded to a stop.
Why is 7 not
Stopped
going
too.
last?
So did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
Why would she do that?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
Grandpa? Old
Turn to
fucking
go.
man.
Hey kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait! I don't think the kid even heard me.
Snake really likes that blue jacket with yellow piping
Fuck.
aesthetic, doesn't
Spun around to
he?
the boy in the jacket. And the girl with
I
the
mean, it
coat.
looks good on him.
I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right?
Very
Got
iconic,
it?
I have to say.
The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. But the boy.
Snake! Snake!
I'm going with you.
Why is Snake
didn't
like
have
the
time to
coolest
argue.
character to ever
Just
exist in
nodded and took off
anything?
down the stairs.
Honestly,
I could
like
hear
the
him.
more I talk to him, the more I'm like, wow, what a dude.
We ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Akane was nowhere to be found.
She fucking dead.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
Oh yeah, because
I could tell the
Snake
kid
said that
was
she
frustrated.
died, right?
And then suddenly,
Oh jeez.
we heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
Akane!
Threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing.
Must be why Zero locked him up. If Snake was around the whole game, he'd be
That
too
bastard
powerful.
Hongo Akane
True.
was forcing her into the incinerator.
What the Hello?
Come on, goddammit, move!
You know,
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
this doesn't seem
Planted
very
her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger.
much like an unbiased scientific experiment anymore.
Akane!
My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Oh, it says
You're
Connie.
too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily.
So it is her.
Threw her, still fighting him, into the incinerator. Before we could even
It is the
blink,
same one.
Hongo had leapt through the door after her.
I mean, obviously, because her name is Akane and she looks really similar.
We saw him land inside.
Why the fuck does it list her as Connie? I don't know.
The door slammed shut.
I mean, I guess
We ran to the door.
maybe just to make
did
it
everything
extra
we could think
obvious
to
that
get
it's
the
the
thing
same person as the one that you know.
But
Ah! Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
he started slamming
Uh-oh,
his fist against the door.
sisters.
He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded.
Starting to think Ace might have been slightly mistaken when he said he didn't deserve safe end. Yeah.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I'm thinking it was for the best that he
voice
burned
was
to
muffled.
death.
But all of us could hear
At
the
that
sheer
time.
terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Oh my god.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Incineration will begin
All
in
incineration will take place in
18 minutes.
Please
That's very
evacuate the
unfortunate.
incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing.
Like, what's the point?
Are you there?
Yeah.
What's the point
we're
of
here.
him doing
Just
this?
hang on, alright?
I don't
We're gonna
understand.
figure out a way to save you.
He just got really mad and he was like, ah, yes, I will
His words were
personally
the same
murder
as a
one
sick
of these
joke to her
children.
if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
The kid in the uniform is always pale.
Incineration will begin
For
in
real, his skin's almost the same color as his hair.
17 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Please! Please help me!
Bitch, I don't know what you want from me.
I'm really scared! I don't want to die, please! I don't want to die! I don't want to die!
I mean, like, maybe you could run
It's
all
gonna
the
be
way...
alright. I'll figure something out. I
Oh, no, you
promise.
couldn't,
I
because they
promise,
slid
okay?
down something to
You
get to
hear
the
me?
staircase,
I
didn't they?
promise.
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
Well, at least it probably won't hurt. Or if it does, then not for long.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Mm.
Then,
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me,
So Akane
did that
died,
girl, Akane,
right?
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't
I'm not
anything we
super
could do.
sure.
After a while, the countdown ended. And we heard something burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in. We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
What? A body or a pile of ashes? It better be a pile of ashes. Oh, jeez.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
Sean Chiplock has some great heart-rending screams. Yeah, I don't know how voice actors do that. Sometimes they're like really fucking good at it. Even actors too, sometimes are really good at like acting with their voice, like for faraway shots and stuff. Like I remember when I was watching Hannibal, I never finished it because it was too spooky, but one of the episodes, there's a scene, or like in the beginning, it starts with this guy like waking up in a horrifying situation, like surrounded by dead bodies, and the screams that the actor did were just so like, it made my hair stand on end. It was actually
What does it matter to
terrifying.
you?
Like the situation and then also the screaming just
tell
added
me,
to it.
Okay, please.
So
Kurashiki.
crazy when they just nail it.
Her
Yeah.
name was Akane Kurashiki.
Kurashiki. Kurashiki. That's his Akane, isn't it?
You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective.
Wait, so
Don't
does he remember
misunderstand me.
everything?
I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do.
Yes.
I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero?
You technically never opened the door yet, so that whole thing was technically counted as being part of the escape room by the flow. Oh, really?
I told you before,
Interesting.
you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q.
Nevada.
I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but... I didn't know it was you!
Well, I guess I believe you. Alright, let me ask you another question.
Hmm?
Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki.
Aoi.
He's Akane's brother.
Wait.
You know that?
Hang on. So they're siblings, and the child. Akane burned to death, theoretically. But, like, she didn't actually, because she's here now. Right? Unless he just, like, chose a lookalike or something? But that seems like it would be too complicated. But it would also be complicated if a character burned to death and then came back to life. But no, she must have not actually. Because it was probably just a pile of ashes, right? But then, so if that is what happened, why would he put her through this again?
No! No,
I don't
I
understand.
didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother. But I didn't know
Aoi?
he was Santa. At least not from the beginning.
I mean, he sounds the same. I feel
9
like you
years
should have
ago,
known.
He was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection. As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
All right, that's fair, I
When
guess.
did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago.
When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
No way.
There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like, a lot.
Yeah.
But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
Oh, yes, of course.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back.
What kind
right?
of shit detective are
slack.
you? You must have been terrible at your job.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too.
So that's 3 out of the 4 that are
So
gone.
why did these murders take place?
And they're the only ones
If
that have
Junpei is
died
correct,
in this
and the body
timeline,
in the
right?
shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary Project.
Yes. Hang on, there's a bug crawling on the wall.
Kubota,
Wanna go kill it?
the person who conducted the actual experiments.
You know, I squished it, and then I looked at the tissue, and there was nothing on the tissue, and there was nothing on the wall, so I don't know what happened to it. Probably more different in universe than having the same VA do a youngish voice. Yeah. That was better with Clover and Snake's part coming first. Probably intended to be simultaneous in universe, but I love how Junpei politely waits a few minutes to have his internal Santa equals Aoi equals Connie's brother freak out. Yeah.
Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant.
It is kind of funny how like things
Musashido,
that would
the
definitely be
man who
happening at the same
financed the
time.
project.
You mean this was all just revenge?
Have to be put in
Santa
a
is
certain
Zero.
order for
He's
clarity.
getting revenge for the death of his sister. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone.
I mean,
If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it?
I wouldn't
I'm pretty
say
sure I
it's
don't have to tell
not
you.
murder.
Yes.
Like it's not definitely murder, but it's also not
the
definitely
next
not
target
murder.
will be Gentaro Hongo.
Gentaro
Person who
Hongo.
planned the Nonary Project.
Fuck that guy.
In other words, Ace.
Who cares if he dies? Not me.
What?
Uh-oh.
What the hell's going on here?
We should probably get out of this room, yeah?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Come on, we need to get out of here.
Okay.
How?
We got the key card, bitch.
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
New material's been added to the file screen. Wow, cool, thanks. Keycard 0. God damn it, Zero's just screwing with us, isn't he? What got added to the file screen? Wait, flow screen. Oh my god, there's still so much left. What the fuck? Okay. File. Picture taken 9 years ago. What did I just get? Oh, maybe I just got that picture? Okay. Off we go. Let me out. So where are we going now? Back to the library, they said? I found it. How does Alice fit into all of
The
this?
shaking stopped.
The story is so confusing
It would seem so.
when you are
but
lacking
we
the
are
critical
yet to be out of
information.
danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
Let's go.
This exit needs the
I
Uranus
guess.
card too.
Where are we going?
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's open. Let's go. Okay, Neptune Key. Let's see if you work.
Ah, I see.
Yes! I think it unlocked.
I forgot what this hallway was like.
It says incinerator.
All right, we're back at the
So
incinerator.
this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
No, you don't say.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
I think it's a second library.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it. Let's go.
You guys aren't worried about being left in
hell
the
is going
incinerator
on?
or anything? Oh, goodness.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
I'm
Of course I did.
afraid.
I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good.
What's up with
I'm feeling
what's
a
up with
lot
Santa?
better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
You good, bitch?
Don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
Ah.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Oh, of course.
Ace.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Or maybe I ought to call you by your
have me at a
real name.
disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you.
Really?
Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
I mean, he's got scars now, but he doesn't look that
Pain
different.
of prosopagnosia, right?
Oh, that's right. I forgot he has
Another
face
irritating
blindness.
insect.
Good thing
And how do
Junpei
you
had the
know that?
Uranus card. Imagine if Ace had just taken it when you got it from the Alice book and you got trapped, unable to get into the library. Yeah, that would be very
Good question.
unfortunate.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no
Good
difference
thing
to
everything
me.
in this story works out perfectly.
This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1. Give me your hand. 8. And
Uh-huh.
with this, 9.
Is it the 9? Yeah.
The ninth
That's right.
man.
He has that.
Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is.
Huh. He doesn't
How
know.
are you planning, Santa?
He doesn't know.
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Wait!
Oh.
What? Why isn't it opening?
Uh-oh.
One more time. Now open!
Oh, she's wearing pants. I always wondered what was happening on her lower half.
No! What is this? Why? Then
Why?
Digital Root should be 9.
Why?
It has to be 9. Then why? Why isn't it opening? Now!
Uh-oh.
No! Oh.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit.
One punch.
After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces.
True.
But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
All right, well, make sure he doesn't tear the grate off like you did.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
I feel like
Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh, right.
you know, being an
You don't
anime
know
villain that's the leader
All
of
right.
a pharmaceutical
We'll just go
company
through
that
'em in order, then.
experimented on children.
Let's start off with Kubota.
The face blindness is really getting in his way.
You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone.
The 3 other Nonary project members' names match their numbers. Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido. Ah, Mu can be 6. Ah, I didn't know that Mu could be 6. That's cool.
You killed him without making it look like you killed him.
Yeah, this one Ace
The
definitely
way I
killed.
figure it, you
And
had
then
4
Nijisaki.
motives. 1. In the Nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous.
Nijisaki
Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever
was
team they
unintentional,
wanted.
but he still did that one too.
Adding 9 to any
And then
number
I guess he
doesn't
did kill the
change
captain as
digital
well.
root. Which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that
Mu
threat
is also
as
in
soon as
Murasaki, which
possible.
is what Akane goes by in the Japanese version. Ah.
You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9,
Nijisaki is a cool
Kubota
name,
was a
but it
problem.
kind of just makes me think of Nijisanji.
He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told
Why he
anyone.
look like a frog though?
4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing. You used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first.
Ah, yes, the
Next
ones.
was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds. You ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefly because
You were
you
like,
met
oh ho
him.
ho.
He was dressed like Snake.
Yes, I will kill Snake.
That was why you thought Nijisaki
Surely I will
was
not
Snake.
be killing a friend of mine.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki?
Yes, sir.
Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered
So-
him because he was the blind kid,
Right.
but his presence made you think.
But he didn't
Snake
remember
was one of my subjects 9 years
June
ago.
or Santa. He just
probably
remembered
hates me.
Snake.
But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on
Contrast
me.
between the original fake flashback of Snake desperately trying to verify on the dead versus the reveal. It was really just a dazed guy who wandered over to it. Is always hilarious to me. Yeah, I forgot about that. What even happened to him? He was just on some drugs or something? Hey, Vicetra, how are you?
Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him.
Time for murder.
The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red.
Good, how are you? I'm good,
Verified
thanks.
your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel.
Kinda tired, but
Then, when the door
I
opened,
had some tasty
you
food
kicked
for
him in.
lunch.
9 seconds later, the door closed.
Bye-bye.
And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
He went boom.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
He's right here.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead.
I napped at like 6 p.m. and I
Although,
woke
to
up
be
at 8 and I
honest,
regret
Even if you
everything.
hadn't tried to
Oh
kill me,
no.
I would still hate you very
Evening naps are the worst. I don't really nap that often because I find it difficult to fall asleep during the daytime. Unless I've been up literally all night. But it is very tempting sometimes, and I just have to remind myself the few times that I have, I've been like, oh, I'll just sleep for a little bit. Like, you always wake up and you feel so much worse because you're so groggy.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death.
Oh, heat exhaustion is
Clover
really
and I
hot
were
there.
investigating the chart room. You came over to talk to me.
It's
You
really
remember
hot
what you said.
outside here, but in my house it's actually been pretty mildly chilly because for some reason apparently my computer desk is in the coldest part of the house because I walk around sometimes after I'm done streaming and I'm like, huh, everywhere else in the house is warmer than where I'm sitting.
Oh, a pocket watch.
Oh,
Might I
England.
take
Yeah,
a
and
look
you,
at it?
you guys don't really have AC.
I
That's
handed
a
it to
shame.
you, and you left the
AC
room.
is very nice.
You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle. Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it.
But he couldn't recognize him,
Picked up
so he
that
thought that
axe
he was
and
Zero.
buried the blade deep in the other man's chest.
Sick.
One blow was all it took. And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I feel like
I
when
had no
somebody
reason
gets
to say
murdered
no,
with an
so I
axe,
followed you to
that's
the
really
wheelhouse.
cool. Is that terrible?
When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your
There's just
hand into
something
my
that's
vest?
so like horror movie serial killer
You
about
pulled out a
it.
piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan.
Huh.
Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you.
Yeah, it's a cool weapon.
You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace, Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it, but why?
No, they have more important things to worry about, but I love that Junpei is just like, oh, by the way, guys, I cheated on the vote in the middle of the monologue. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised none of the other characters are like, wait a second, you
Because
cheated
of
on the
this.
vote?
What's with the paper?
I didn't know this.
Just read it.
Let's
Paper.
see. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game.
Right?
The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters.
Hmm.
The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world.
Oh.
Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more
Phoenix.
credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters.
Ah.
Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please.
But he said, Mama, I'm not
Zero.
doing that. I'm gonna get out of here.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters.
Mm-hmm.
As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters.
Oh, so he did know who he was.
I asked him, and he answered.
Huh.
He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace.
No repenting
You
for
figured it
me.
out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. It was little more than a puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared.
That's cool.
The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake.
Never explicitly said, but highly implied Clover killed Cap in the safe end. Lotus and Seven say she didn't let them into the final room where he is, and he must have died somehow since she had the Note and Zero bracelet. Probably hid him under the bed instead of just leaving him out like Ace did. Ah. Confused and disoriented, perfect for murdering.
There was an
Exactly.
axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back.
Perfect.
Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap.
Because you're
But
dumb.
yes.
Haha.
Yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this
Good for him.
was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I
Ah,
don't
the
know
tracking DC'd.
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa.
I meant to be like,
I guess I should call you Aoi
really
Kurashiki,
fast.
huh?
But my camera said, oh, where'd she
Memory
go?
came back to me, kid. You're Aoi
And say the
Kurashiki.
blood is completely
No doubt
off
about it.
Zero's hands. Yeah.
Never thought I'd be back in this room
Like,
talking
he
to
didn't
you.
murder them, but he also didn't not murder them.
But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the Nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
You.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong.
What's that?
Number 1, I ain't Zero.
Oh?
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things?
What's the other thing?
I made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose.
Okay.
There's another reason you guys are playing the Nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh,
Akane
Seven
Kurashiki
still
died
thinks
9
she's
years
super
ago in this
dead.
room. I was there. I saw.
Well, you see.
What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Ugh. Oh, my head.
Uh-oh. 7?
My head.
Oh my god, 7, don't
Feels
die.
like it's gonna pop.
7! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I just. Oh, I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode.
Uh-oh.
What was the Nonary Project?
It was an
I'm sure you know
experiment.
already, but I'll tell you one more time.
Supposedly. Not a very good one, I don't think.
It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For 2 organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact.
Wait, I'm confused, because I thought that the siblings were supposed to be separated. Like, one of them was in Nevada and the other one was on the ship, but both
to exchange information.
of the
That was
Kurashiki
what this experiment was conducted
siblings
to
were on the
determine.
boat. Isn't that the whole
There were
point of
2
the...
separate locations.
Well, I don't know, I guess maybe it
One
doesn't
was
matter
the
that much.
Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called
But
Building Q.
they picked siblings that had strong, like, connections. There were the receivers and then there were the ones that would, like, send the signal out, right? But they had to be sibling pairs, so I don't understand why they're both on the boat. Every time something happens with Lotus or 7, the other's the first to speak up, worried or whatever. They fight a lot, but can tell they really care deep down. Oh, really? I never
9
noticed
children
that.
trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the Morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic.
I gotta say, though, like, the plot of this game is really cool.
Transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but
Oh, wow, I was just talking about that.
there was a mistake.
Ah.
Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However,
Not
for
a
some
very good
reason, she was
experiment
placed
then,
on the
was it?
Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A.
Hmm.
Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb.
But
things
Junpei
you
actually
shouldn't.
is dumb.
Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nichisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in?
What about it?
How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
You know, just telepathy from other timelines. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the Morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom from a single stream into 2 branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future but never flows backward. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I'm also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Where did she go? June. No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Why is Clover? Oh, shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door,
Hey,
but...
what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. The hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
What? That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? The hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be all right. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
This feels so weird. I feel like I kind of get what's happening, but not really.
So
Like
it would seem.
his internal monologue is different now, isn't it?
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Oh my gosh.
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
Uh-oh, sisters.
No, you can't be serious.
I mean, there's a 9 door. Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm going to need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Huh? Aw, man. She doesn't look very happy. What? Hey! No need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. What, there's only like 1 combination? Or there's none? 18. There's 1. So we would have to leave... Wait, let's see. Clover... We would have to leave... Am I dumb? Lotus is Lotus 5?
What?
And there's no other way?
Lotus. Oh no, we have to leave Lotus? Looks like she'd figure it out, though. Before he knew, because I knew, Junpei's internal thoughts would be voiced with a reverb and wavy blue lines, and now it's just silent. Oh yeah, that's what's different about it. I was like, this feels really weird, but I can't put my finger on it. That's so spooky. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Are you sure?
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
If you're not... Look, it'd be bad, all right?
What? For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, you would die. That's a bad thing.
If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
What?
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, all right? End of story.
Huh? What does Lotus have to do with
7?
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
detectives?
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Wow, Snake is so cool. Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however...
How do we get out of here?
However, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
Oh yeah, it didn't open just now, right?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but... I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier, at the Red.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And it was totally not working for some reason.
No! What is this? Why?
Why?
The
Why?
digital route should be 9! It has to be 9!
It has to be 9.
Then why? Why isn't it
The look on her
opening?
face is so funny. Sorry, Lotus.
Just to see. Why don't we give it a shot?
Why? Okay, yeah, sure, we
Give
can
it a
try.
shot.
Yes, that is what I
I've
said.
always come across like people who never moved past the kid who pulls the hair of the kid they like stage of flirting. 7 deflected into saying she seems like a criminal or whatever. Oh. See, that's what I kind of thought, but then he said something about her being a criminal, and I was like, what? Is he talking about how she looks like a dancer? Like, is there something wrong with that? And then I just got really confused. 18.
You were right.
It don't work anymore.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You didn't go through it 9 years ago, did you?
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. Snake didn't, but he saw 5 kids leave. Some of the others went through. Oh yeah, that's true. Akane vision? That's different. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness, was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one. Inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
Oh, it's all the kids. Okay, so this one is Lotus's? I guess one of the other, or no, the other one would have been in Nevada. Come on, over here! That was my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
I mean, I feel like Snake looks like a way different age than this one. This one's tiny, and Snake looks like a teenager almost. We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. Some interesting implications there, given some of the things Junpei's felt, thought, and said. Oh, yeah. The alone with a boy in an elevator conversation. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Oh, I missed a girl watching them begin to cry. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It's been 2 hours since the Nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. A Snake would be 15. Just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q, and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
Aw, that's nice. That's a big age gap. Not huge, I guess, but me and my brother are 3 years apart, and I think that anything more than 3 years is like, it seems like a lot, especially more than 5 years. Snake can be implied to be worried his identity has been found out. Behind door 5, both rooms have a light you can examine, and he tenses up both times. Oh, really? Interesting. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult.
I wouldn't call you a man. You're a kid, but okay.
Deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her.
You can call yourself whatever you want, little baby Snake.
Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover.
Not this one. Not these 2.
For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way.
Oh, Clover's her actual name? Somehow I didn't pick up on that. I just thought that it was saying, it was inserting Clover in brackets as like a...
Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf
clarity
clover
thing
mean
to make
faith,
sure you knew what they were
trust,
talking about?
Love and luck?
You know, Light must have been internally face-palming at
Those words are
that.
leaf words. So if you
I mean, I feel
believe
like
what
it's
I
pretty
told
good
you,
cover.
and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these.
She even had a whole, like, oh, I'm number 4, and there's like a 4-leaf clover. I mean, a 4-leaf clover would be a shamrock. Maybe shamrock would be a better name. But it would still be close. Oh, he gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already... Uh-oh! It's the incinerator!
Warning.
Shamrocks, I believe, are 3-leafed specifically? Oh, really? I thought shamrocks were 4-leaf clovers, and then 3-leaf ones are just clovers.
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Maybe I have it backwards.
Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening?
Oh, jeez.
What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother Aoi swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator. And that voice said that the incineration is about to start.
How come this bitch knows
Incinerate
English?
means to burn.
No way.
Help me!
Please evacuate immediately, except oops, we closed the doors. Please evacuate immediately. We have closed off all evacuation routes, but please do so at your earliest convenience. Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. Wait, I thought half of them left before this happened. Oh no, they left after he went to go get the sheets, right? A frightening mountain of a man. 9 years later, we would call him
Don't worry,
7.
kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like 7 had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down into the hall. Always about the same age as Light, not super out there for a 15-year-old Japanese kid to have picked up at least a bit. I guess. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. I figured he was a little younger for some reason. But I guess Snake is just tall, so he looks older. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized...
No, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I'd had it on me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. This music reminds me of Mystery Dungeon for some reason. Japanese kids do actually study English, as far as I can tell. Yeah, I always kind of forget about that. Because, like, second language instruction in America is so awful. I always forget that, like, it's totally possible, and it is a thing that happens, that, like, kids in other countries actually kind of know a second language. Maybe not, like, a second language, but they understand a bit. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back toward the stairs and freedom, the door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. Run. It would be kind of hard to tell hearing the average Japanese person try to read and speak English. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's become like more common for, like, as the internet gets to be a bigger part of people's lives, it's become more common for Japanese people to actually know some English. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
No. There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Aw, jeez. Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo.
You came back!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Ha! You're too late, idiot. Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With a cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached in his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later... Aoi kind of seems like a weird guy's name, but maybe I just coincidentally only know female characters with the name. Yeah, I thought that too. That Aoi seems like a girl name. One of the characters in Danganronpa, that's her name, right? The swimmer girl? The 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. Asahina Aoi, yeah. That's a pretty name. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
Bitch, help. I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room. That's weird.
What should I
adjective
do?
to
think
describe
I'm
it.
trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Incineration will begin in 18 minutes.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Please evacuate. We've closed off the evacuation routes, but please, go on. Holy shit! Man, I knew what it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
Oh, we're back in
starting.
Oh, Junpei vision. Jeez. That's weird.
Santa started the incinerator.
Yeah, hang on. Let me... I'm curious. Oops, that's the wrong button. 4 more. Okay.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
That sucks.
What the hell? What?
Wait, so what happens if I do this?
Hell? What in God's name are you talking about?
Oh, I can't. Okay.
It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Well, you weren't there. You wouldn't understand.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise, I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But...
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
Uh-oh. Wow, 2
You know what
minutes
that
for
means, right? Incinerate
a couple of
means
lines of
burn.
dialogue.
What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. Well, god damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want.
Okay,
But you
yes,
have
ma'am.
to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because, well, wouldn't...
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. Oh, shit. What else can I say about
What the
it?
hell is that?
What is that?
Akane again.
What is that?
Transmitters and receivers in the morphogenetic field were represented with red and blue stick figures. Akane means a shade of red and Aoi, yeah, is like blue. Ah, that's neat. Man, they really fucked up putting them both on the same ship. Even their names correlate with their roles. Hi, Munch. How are you? Impressive sometimes how much stuff gets stuffed into Japanese names in fiction. Yeah, that's something that I feel is really a shame because so much gets lost in translation with like everything because there's so many puns and like wordplay stuff like that. The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. Good played mini video game. How are you? I'm good, thanks. I'm a little tired today, but very excited about this game. I think I only have like an hour left because me and my friends are playing D&D tonight. So I don't think we're gonna finish this, but that's okay. Next time it should be like maybe not that long. It depends on how long the last story sections are. It looked like a computer, at least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. I'm looking kind of freaked out. It's so weird. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, all right? Everything's gonna be okay. Ah, man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
All right, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Bitch, Let me take a look. We're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people
It's
around.
turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Otis, stop panicking. The worst thing you can do in situations like this is panic. Like, immediately, whenever something goes slightly wrong, every character in this game is, like, having a crisis out loud. Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Huh. Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's Scrabble. It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle,
The incinerator will stop? Yeah.
Probably.
Well, we can help, right?
All right, puzzle, how do you work? Aw, man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Uh-oh. 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
Why is this so spooky? He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
Oh, really? But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
Really? No way. I never could have guessed. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
you're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh, my. How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice.
A gentleman? Excuse me?
I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty.
So, dragging her by the arm in here was not playing dirty?
See? I've even left you a way out.
Wow, what a nice guy.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again.
Stabs people in the back, lies to get people blown up. Very fair.
I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Dow.jpg.
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success.
Dude, if you fuck with the experiment, the results aren't valid anymore.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3.
Okay.
Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. What, you don't even know? The face on my bracelet showed a 5. That's 9, baby. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. ...
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
Holy.
Now start the experiment. So
I can't! I don't know how!
of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it'll be very painful.
What the fuck? Holy, this guy's unhinged. His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in...
Jeez. Hey, Corbin, what's up? I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't! I just can't! There's no way! I can't figure this out!
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. Yes, I get it. She's very afraid. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. Seek. Way. Out? No. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Why'd she say help like that?
Jumpy!
Helpa.
Jumpy! Jumpy! Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Whoa.
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
I'm working on something. Stop yelling at me. Managing just woke up, went to sleep immediately after work. I was so exhausted. How are you? I'm good. I'm a little tired, but I'm pretty good today. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. Doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
This game is weird. Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
There she is. I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I'd heard it so clearly, like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Oh, are you in an incinerator right now? I thought he would keep talking.
How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
Oh. I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin.
What the fuck? That's wild. Ran out of budget for that one line. Yeah, just that one. The entire rest of that conversation was acted, wasn't it? On the DS, the top screen was what was essentially became adventure mode. Bottom screen became novel mode Akane visions. So instead of just static jumps like that, the top and bottom screens responded to each other. That is really cool. Wow.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
Man, the DS was such a good console, actually. Like, the dual screens were very cool when you utilized them, or when games utilized them. As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understood what all of this means. I know why the Nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. She's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I must save her, no matter what.
Incineration will begin.
The plot in this game is fucking insane. The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Junpei has his red plaid shirt and puffy blue vest, and present June's main color scheme and Japanese codename is purple, hinting at both of them having dual roles. Ah, neat. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. That is an adult-ass man. You better watch yourself, girl. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Lotus, watch it. Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order, so I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
So, seek a way out. If she died 9 years ago, but she's still here now, there's like... I'm just confused. There's like a timeline where she lived 9 years ago, and now she's trying to fix the timeline where she died 9 years ago? I just don't understand where this June came from, if she really did die 9 years ago, because I was thinking that she didn't. Okay, hint? What am I doing? What? Switch. Oh, this puzzle was a Sudoku on DS? Oh. Is it actually? Like the one time I didn't say it's Sudoku, it actually was? I assume something like feelings for her contemporary Junpei multiplied by being inside future Junpei's head for several hours or something. Maybe better in Japanese. Okay, so I can't move that one. I don't know which of these... When I pressed hint, numbers appeared in the empty spots on the grid. Thank you. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But this square at the bottom, why does it stay blank when I press hint? This one? 8. Huh, okay. I'll do this for now. Okay. This one, nope, this one. This one. Is that it? I mean, they're all 9s. I feel like pressing the button again makes the numbers disappear. Looks like I can turn them on and off. There's 2 modes. When I flip the hint off, all the empty spots look like the one in the bottom right. Does that mean they're supposed to match? Maybe I need to make all the numbers in the squares the same. Okay, I did that, but this one is blank. Nothing shows up with the hint button. Maybe they have to be not 9? This is why the computer has a weird cross control on the right side. Kind of looks like a D-pad on an upside down DS. Numbers that show up in the hint change too. Looks like the numbers are affected by the adjacent squares. I know, I understand how this works. I just don't understand what it wants from me. But the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. I don't understand what it wants from me. I know how this works. Most of the answers should be 2 digits, but each square only has a single digit. They must be calculated in a different way. It's the digital root, yes. They'll always end up as 1 digit. Add the numbers, but there are letters here too. Haven't I used letters as numbers before? Yeah. Maybe I need to replace the letters with numbers. Oh, really? Okay. Oh. I see. Okay, got it. That was really confusing. Please enter password. 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 They're all double digit. They're all double digit numbers in hexadecimal. Once again, I don't know what this wants from me. Password. 9. Oh, it is. Okay. Achievement unlocked. Is that your final answer?
Yes, that's it.
Ah, interesting.
Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything.
What else would
you
the password
did.
be? I don't know.
Now I just have to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will.
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
Yay! What's up with this thing here, though? Oh, bye.
Jumpy!
Yay!
It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. So many people try entering things like Ace, Junpei, etc. from the present-day game, forgetting that Junpei and Akane are supposed to be solving the same puzzle. Oh, yeah. That's the bit I meant looks kind of like a D-pad on an upside-down DS. Upside down? Oh, that. Yeah, kinda. For a while I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
I can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. Yes? I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Hang up? It's not a phone.
Of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. They were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Being telepathic across time and they're treating it like a simple phone call.
Okay.
Shut it.
Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Uh-oh. Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Uh-oh. Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain. Just go.
Quick, verify your numbers on the red.
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify.
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions?
You have
Just
30
do it.
seconds and you're asking why? What's wrong with you? Hurry, 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 hurry. Go, 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 go.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
So, wait, so what is it if it's not a 9? What does it add up to? 2 plus... I don't even remember. Who cares?
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
I don't think you have to yell at them. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. Time to panic again. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We've still got to find the dead. Well, that was easy. God, Snake is so pale. Okay, yes, I get it. We're exhausted. I got it.
Shit.
Thank you.
Looks like we made it, huh?
Yay! Wow. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. Yeah, I guess his left hand is fake, but whenever you see a full body of him, his skin is the same. Oh, that's what you said. Yeah. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
Ew. Why did she say it like that? I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Ew.
Akane!
Ahoy? It does kind of sound like ahoy. I buried my face in his chest and cried again. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. The pronunciation isn't that bad. I guess, but... Aoi just sounds weird. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelets had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we'd call 7 in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. Well, Snake wasn't looking at you. Takamaki in Persona 5? I don't know how you would pronounce Takamaki really, really badly. Good thing young Akane remembered to grab the bracelets Ace dropped to verify. Oh, yeah. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
True. Aoi was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. I will save. Once more. Question mark? Oh, I guess maybe because it's in the past. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Is 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
Takamaki? Really? Something like that?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8.
Exactly that. Oh, geez, that is pretty bad.
It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Imagine not being smart enough to figure it out.
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Yes.
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
So what, the 9 is a
You're right.
Q?
In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10.
I mean, it's the only... I mean, unless it's upside down. The fact that they gave jiggle physics to a still drawing is hilarious to me. She do got some balloons, I gotta say.
B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that
God, I wish that were me. Maybe
What
not
if you
so
go way
dramatic,
past
but
base
like
16 all the way to base 27?
past base 16 to base 27.
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
H is 17. I
Q,
is 18.
aka Q, in
J is
Japanese,
19.
aka 9. So it was just a pun. Oh my god, of course it was.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23. O is 24. P is 25.
Q is 26.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
They're speaking awfully calmly for being, you know, sprinting up the stairs.
Q.
So 26 plus our numbers was 9 in the end? Or no? 20. Oh, so we had to match the number 26, is it?
26!
And what does that mean?
Because all of ours together were 26. Is that what they said?
There wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a
It was
Q.
a Q! A fucking lowercase Q!
Wow.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Ah, yes, my favorite number, Q.
You could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
That's so fucking weird. Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be many more of these steps left. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. What? I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. That's a long-ass staircase. Everybody has to pant again. Yes, I get it. I know. I got it. You're tired. I know. I can barely breathe. Same combo as the final door in the Zero's Study digital root puzzle, too. I'm sure I did it, but I don't know if I remember which room that is. No time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big, heavy door. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. The one where you put nothing in the 9 box? Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. This game really loves to flashbang you. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the Gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Was it the smartest idea to give an oar to a blind boy? I mean, there's no kid rowing on the other side, so maybe he's just chilling.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. The red sweater? I don't know, maybe. I feel like he's not close enough to the oar. Finally, air! We made it. I can barely see anything. Huh, I gotta admit, this doesn't quite look like... Wait.
No way.
You've gotta be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
What? Oh, interesting. Is it in Nevada?
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
Oh, wow. I mean, the ship sank, so that makes sense.
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. And nothing else, apparently. In this case, they probably would be blinded by the light in-game. Yeah, it's fair to flashbang you this time. But like all the other times, jeez. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Oh, the bracelets. What else do you want to be in the Nevada desert? I don't know, maybe like a road or something? I don't fucking know. I never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Just a little electronic chip like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Akane.
Jumpy.
Hi. 9 and Guy X definitely had real ones. Maybe Cap and Ace too. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Oh. Was that it? I thought the last few story sections would be longer for some reason. Well, that's nice to know that the only way any of them could have ever died was Clover killing them, and it did happen at one point. So what about Alice? I guess it was just replica stuff because she was on the ship, right? But did she actually exist? Yeah, or Ace killing them, true. What a cool game. I wasn't really expecting the telepathy stuff to be real. But I guess it is a little bit more like fantastical, fantasy, whatever, is a little bit more like a interesting story. It's a little magic-y. With the ability to talk to people through time. Oh, is that Junpei? Does Alice get explained in this game, or was it next? I actually don't remember. I mean, I know what Alice is, but I don't know. I think it probably gets explained in the next game, because I feel like I have a lot of questions. Like, I get that she was frozen or whatever, and the melting point of the ice that she was frozen by was 90 degrees. And she was in the underbelly of the Gigantic or whatever. But I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Was it just, oh, here's a neat little story about Ice 9. Actually, I don't know how that ties into anything. Except that she was on the ship.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Speaking of Clover killing, Junpei makes an unintentional pun, something like surrounded by a holy light, which is funny given her brother's name. Ah, wow.
Really?
It wasn't even necessary when she did it, too, because Snake was still alive in that timeline.
Yeah.
What a shame.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. It sounds like they just put like a filter on his voice to make it a little higher pitched. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei does not sound like an elementary school kid. Yeah, they tried.
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Oh, he baby.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Look at the Nevada desert go past. Hang on, I will save before I look at the Nevada desert. Today. Let's see. Oh, there's a couple more things. Okay, got it. For an SUV, this thing is a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? What happened to everybody else? Like, Santa. What happened to Santa and Ace? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
This is so
Oh, Clover.
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around. And there's no speed limit.
That does seem like fun.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Well, Seven should have taken the passenger seat then. Why is he in the back
don't
seat
you
with 2
drive,
other
Seven?
people?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up.
Ah, I see.
And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
Go, go,
The car
go.
Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out.
okay. I guess that happened at some point.
No doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh, shit. God damn it. She doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. Wish we got a CG of Junpei, Light, and Seven all crammed back there. Yeah, that would have been cute. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. Aw. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling
You
lumps.
couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out. Ah, well, good thing he's an elementary
I
schooler.
guess I could've.
That'll come back.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
I mean, yeah.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too.
Kitty.
But I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh yeah, the bunnies, right?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits.
Oh, well, yeah, it was them then.
I couldn't forgive them for that. So
Understandable.
Hey, there's still
Sometimes
some stuff I
violence
don't
is
get.
the answer, and in that particular case, it definitely was. I felt so bad when it was revealed who killed the bunnies when I played. I was like 70% certain Akane had done it as an excuse to hang out with Junpei more. Really? Oh no, that's terrible. But they probably don't know any more
Like
than
Ace.
I do.
Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary Project?
I don't know, because he's a fucking weirdo.
Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Is he alive? Yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Wait, what? Hang on. So, Santa, like, took Gentaro away. And that was the last that we saw of them. And then we got out. And then we went back in? Or, like, when we got out, were they on the roof or something? Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. Didn't help that she was smiling when she said it. It said she started crying just when Junpei showed up, etc. Oh, jeez. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces.
Oh.
I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
This motherfucker is so dumb.
That's it?
That's so stupid.
Yes. If you want to put it simply,
Oh my god.
if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well.
Alright, go on, murderer.
You see, the human collective consciousness.
I think that's enough out of you. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Hmm. Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven.
Two?
It's about the whole Alice thing.
Oh, yeah.
What's the deal with that?
Well?
See, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, without catching when I finally slipped up.
Okay.
And during the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
That makes sense.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Well, seems like somebody knows. Motherfucker really kidnapped, tortured, and in some timelines killed children just to alleviate his own disability. Not the worst motive I've ever heard, but nowhere near good, let alone good enough. Yeah, I mean, like, it makes sense, but still definitely an insane reason.
What?
What?
Alice doesn't exist.
Really?
9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Madrigora of the family Solanaceae.
Huh.
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it.
Okay.
I used that extract to create Sokoru.
Huh.
Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Interesting. This is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. Well, I would prefer to think that Alice does exist and she just walked away.
Here, this is for you.
He seemed to have fun murdering in several scenes, so I think he's just a psycho. Yeah, a little bit. Sopril's Japanese name was Mandarin, linking it to its Mandrake roots. Ah! Mandrain.
This is for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm. Oh, so like a...
Jumpy.
What are those called?
Sure it's,
when you, like,
you, doll?
you mess with the doll and it affects the person that the doll represents.
Uh-huh.
What are those
Yeah,
called?
The lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
I don't know if that's what that means. Voodoo
Are
doll?
you
Oh,
sure
is that
it's
just
not
what
a
it's
voodoo
called?
Doll?
Yeah.
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
She's gonna break your arm, Junpei.
Yeah, I guess
She'll hit
calling
you
it
when you're
Junpei
down.
Isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see
Budo
each
doll
other
was the
too much?
Japanese mishearing. No idea what a grape doll would be, but then also no clue what a For You doll could be. Oh, I see. He misheard. He actually misheard the shopkeeper. I guess they did say that, but my brain didn't, like, connect it. I was just thinking that, like, he didn't know what it was.
I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh no. God, they tried, but he does not sound like an elementary schooler.
We call it June then.
He just sounds like a dude. He sounds like the same guy, but his voice is slightly higher pitched.
So, I
That's an
wanted
adult
to
man
give
right
you
there.
This.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Here's a voodoo doll of me.
Yes,
Take good care of it.
Head of tribe.
I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be a terrible gift if you had, like, a friend who was really into that kind of stuff and
This
you
doll, traditional charm.
either
of
believed or
tribe.
didn't believe in it. If you did believe in it, it would be a very, like a gesture of trust. I think that would be kind of sweet. But you'd have to be friends with somebody who believes in voodoo dolls, so.
So I.
There's a
give
reason a lot of
this.
young boys in anime are voiced by women. Yeah.
It me.
It me.
So we always together.
Monkey.
Oh, Jumpy.
We friend. Stay together.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are.
Monkey.
So here, take.
Take. I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Some people have thought maybe him giving it to her might have been what got Akane started in her interest in curses and the like. Oh, that's cool. Monkey together strong. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Jumpy, I'll never forget you.
I mean, you're connected to future Jumpy. I don't think it's possible to forget him.
I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
Aww. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. That's nice. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. Curious what kanji they used for crimson, because the typical one does not give me good vibes. Doll was important to the resonant event that allowed her to save herself. Connection broke around when she lost it and reestablished when she held and prayed like you said to. Oh, yeah. That's really cool. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there!
What?
There's somebody next to the road.
What?
Hello? What? Anime? Hello? Alice? The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman. feel like this is the wrong plane. Am I dumb? Her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. Spooky. That's the correct plane, kind of. I guess? I don't know. It felt weird to me. Achievement unlocked. Don't forget your towel. Why towel? Would you like to save the info you obtained during this playthrough? Sure. Save complete. Got it. Yeah, I got everything. The only thing I'm missing is this scene right here, but I don't know, maybe I'll just start it right here and I'll save just in case I want to do that later. Towel is a hitchhiker's guide? Oh,
All
yeah.
right, 7 pieces.
What is it? Like the best thing that you can have when you're traveling through space is a towel. Scroll up. Oh, oops. Hang on. Pause, champ.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right,
Scrolling.
7 pieces.
Where? You start the escape room while in novel mode? What, like from the beginning? Am I on adventure mode? I am on adventure mode, right? The ancient Egyptian gesture for hitching a ride. Oh yeah, how'd you know how to do that? Wait, so how do I start from the prologue or do I start from here? Novel. Oh, I see. It is different. So you want me to start from an escape room? How about this one? Whoa. It's Akane. Huh. Interesting. Is that the only thing? If you jump to pretty much any escape room now? That's pretty neat. How do I I don't think I can go to the menu without saving. Oh, menu. Nope, that's this menu. Okay, well, whatever. Yay, we did it! That was really cool. I really like that game. Very neat. I have to say, I did enjoy a lot. Final playtime. 22.1 hours. Let me see. I'm looking at the achievements. There's a lot of them that I haven't gotten yet, but maybe a lot of them are for the second game. It's cool because the achievements for the first game, all the ones that I've gotten at least, have really high percentages of players that have gotten it. So that's pretty neat. Very, very cool that most people who are interested in this game end up playing it and actually getting the achievements. Anyways, that is going to be it for today. And I am hungry. I need to get some food before D&D. Throughout the game, if you're a novel at the start of an escape room, it's just a blank cut in, no Junpei. Since you find out what novel mode is in the true end, they update it. Ah, interesting. Let's see. Let me find... What song should we use? How about this one? Okay, yeah, so that's 999. I guess next week we'll start the second game. I don't remember what it's called, but I also don't know what day we'll do that, but I'll figure it out, and we'll see when I post the schedule. Extracted the files to poke around, saw the video file, thought it unused, then jumped into my save to check something for someone a few weeks later and surprised myself again. Wow. Oh, Virtue's Last Reward is what it's called. I see. Okay, so yeah. I don't remember if I already went through my thing, but thank you everybody who stopped by for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. This game was super fun. Really looking forward to the second one. And I will be back next week. Bye. Have a good night.